Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to another one of our Werewolf playthroughs. I play with various Dice Tower contributors and fans, and we play different games. This one here has a lot of new people in it, so I didn't make it too complex. You'll notice some of the games I do have a lot of weird roles, and this one's a little bit more straightforward. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
All right, well, let's get started here. We're going to, I'm going to welcome, and I hope you all have a good time and that you don't die, but you probably will. Okay, so we're going to, since there's so many new people here, we're going to be playing with a slightly condensed version. We won't be doing too many different roles here. So let me explain to you what roles will be in the game tonight. We're going to be playing with an indeterminate amount of werewolves. I'm not telling you how many there are. There's at least one. There could be more. We're going to play with the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch is a villager. If you die, tell people you're a villager, unless we have a night in which nobody is killed. A day in which nobody is killed. If that's the case, the Sasquatch becomes a werewolf, and at that point, you're on the werewolf team. Other villagers, we're going to play with the Seer, because I don't know that I've ever played a werewolf game without the Seer. The Seer has knowledge each night. They're going to ask me if someone's a werewolf, and I'll tell you yes or no. To clarify, they could be a Sasquatch or any other role, and unless they are at that moment a werewolf, I will say no, they're not a werewolf. We're going to play with the Bodyguard each night, except the first. The Bodyguard's going to pick someone to protect. They can pick the same person multiple times, but not multiple nights in a row. You can even protect yourself, but again, you can't pick the same person 2 nights in a row. If the werewolves try to kill that person is saved. We're going to play with the Old Hag. The Old Hag will each day pick someone to send out of the village. I will tell that person in the morning, you'll turn off your camera and mute yourself. You can watch, but you won't be in the village that day, so you can't be killed, which could be good. And we're going to play with the Tanner. All right, so now you may have watched the game before, but today's Tanner is different. Today's game is called Poison Tanner. And what this means is the Tanner wants to die desperately. So much so that they've been taking poison consistently, but they built up a resistance to this poison. So what? But if you eat them, you will be poisoned. If you hang them, some blood will squirt on you and you'll die. So to this end, the Tanner wants to die. They don't care how they die. They don't care if the werewolves kill them or if they're hung during the daytime. But if they are killed, a random person on the team who killed them will also die. All right, so if you hang them, I'm going to randomly kill someone during the day. If the werewolves kill them at night, a random werewolf will die. So it all depends. So
Tom, quick question on that. If it's during the hanging in the day, is it a random village team that will die or a random anyone, including a werewolf, that will die?
It will be a villager who will die.
Okay.
Just be glad. My original thought was to make it a special role who died, but I pulled back from that. As it is, it's going to be this is to prevent people who thought they would just kill the Tanner and not care. You'll care now. So if someone seems awfully anxious to die, they're the Tanner. Now, if you are the Tanner and you get killed, you win the game. If you survive to the end, which is possible, you lose. You don't care if the villagers or the werewolf wins. And that's it. A hunter, Old Hag, Seer, Bodyguard, Sasquatch, some werewolves, and Tanner.
You just said hunter, but you didn't say hunter before.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. The hunter. Hunter's a villager. If you're killed, you'll say, hey, I'm the hunter. And right away, you pick someone else to die with you. So I know that you may have, if you watched the last one, we had a few other roles that we're not using. But again, this is kind of help everyone get their feet wet here. And you'll find that this is enough.
So everyone but the hunter just says they're a villager if they die, if they have a
That's
special
correct.
role?
If you are the Old Hag, the Seer, the Bodyguard, you'll say you're a villager. If you're the Sasquatch, you'll say you're a villager unless you've turned into a werewolf. And we'll know that because I will announce that if there is a Sasquatch, they're now a werewolf. That's if you all decide not to kill someone a certain night, which you certainly have the opportunity to do. All right, at this point,
And just to clarify, if you're the tanner, you will say you're the tanner, right?
that's correct. And then at that
Would
point,
it be,
I'm going to mute everybody and roll my dice.
would it be possible for one of the errands to go by a nickname? Oh, I see Jigsaw. Sorry.
What's the matter now?
We're good.
Well, I say that there's two errands, but I see that the one's going by Jigsaw, so I will just refer to him as a Jigsaw. I just, for the sake of clarity, it can be confusing. It might be helpful if you just take Aaron out and just be Jigsaw. I'm just saying.
Well,
I just think
let's do it. So it's Jigsaw. We're good.
right now I'm imagining like this little puppet on a bicycle.
I was going to say, in a horror game,
riding and-
I'm not sure naming yourself Jigsaw's the best, but hey.
It
Okay,
means he's never first or last to die.
to that end, I'm about to start texting everybody what you are. But while I'm doing that, you can chat anyhow, whatever you want to do.
Jigsaw. There it is.
I think I'm having some audio trouble. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Yep.
We can hear you.
Okay.
I didn't get to
You were actually
introduce
supposed to-
myself, so I was just going to say I'm Courtney, and I'm from North Carolina, and I'm new to this. I've watched the Dice Tower for years, and I've been watching the playthroughs, but I have never played, so go easy on me, unless I'm a werewolf, I guess.
You'll be fine.
It'll all be good. Don't worry. We're all here to have fun. That's what we're about.
Here to have fun and die.
And Jason, don't yell at me, because I've
Jason-
watched the playthroughs.
I
Jason's
won't.
gonna
I'll
yell at
be-
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you might be asking too much there.
I get excited at times. It's part of who I am. I'm waiting for Jigsaw to say, "Would you like to play a game?"
Well, would you, Jason?
Not if it's a torture game. Hey, speaking of that, have they ever made a board game based on Saw? That would be kind of cool.
I think there
I don't
is
think
one.
they have. Is
There's
there
a
one?
scenario in Arkham Horror LCG that's kind of like it.
Yeah, you could say that.
Make it like an unlock game.
I think there
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
I think there
that's
is
good.
like a Jigsaw game, just not titled that. Like the same with Nemesis and Alien. I think something like that happened like a few years back.
If it hasn't, it would be cool.
So, same thing. Matt W. Do you have a nickname? Because we have a Matthew and a Matt W.
I can do it.
Well, you can also
Sorry to
say
be
Matt
that
and
guy.
Matthew.
Sable.
Oh.
I didn't get to introduce myself before. I'm Aaron, and I'm from Australia, so it's midday for me. So I'm wide awake.
You just woke up over there, didn't you? But it's 12 hours difference, right? Or 14 hours difference?
14 for Eastern, I think. So it's midday here.
Nice.
All right, so just to clarify for my sake, Matt W is now changed to Disciple.
Correct.
Okay, I just need to change it on my paper. All righty, everybody should have got a roll. If you haven't, now's the time to tell me. All right, fantastic. Well, let's begin. This is the last time one of you is going to play the game. But again, that just
Today.
realize that's how Werewolf works. Someone has to be the first person to die. I know it's not fun, but it is what it is. But you still get to watch everybody, and it is more fun than you might think, and you get to rage against somebody quietly. Many people have done that in the past. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to mute everybody, and I need everyone to close their eyes, and we're going to go into night number 1 here. All righty, well, welcome It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes, that's correct. You're in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Mr. Rogers has left a long time ago because he was a werewolf, and so that was kind of a sad story. We don't tell kids about that now. But a new children's show is starting in town, run by Tom Vasel, who's here to tell the kids about the lovely thing about board games. Must be a lot of competition, though, because he's gotten some death threats in the mail. But that's besides the point. We're going to start by just talking to a few people here. The first thing that we're going to do, I need only the werewolves to look at me and each other so you know who each other are. So right now, only the werewolves should be looking at me. All right, thank you. You can close your eyes. Alrighty, Seer, if you could, you can type me the name of the person that you want to know about, or you can show it on a piece of paper, either way, and I'll let you know. All right, you can close your eyes. And Old Hag, who would you like to send out of the village, saving their life on the first day? Got it? Alrighty, good morning. I have good news and better news. The good news is that the children's show is not happening because you came in and found that I have been turned into a marionette. In a very gross way, but since this is a PG show, you won't know the details. That's the better news. The good news is, Jason, you won some sort of small inheritance from a relative, and you are being asked to leave town. And you'll be back tomorrow. So Jason's not here today. All right. Who would have killed me over a children's show? I'm still annoyed about it, but you all can discuss it. So if you've not played before, we can discuss as much as you want. At any point, somebody can make an official nomination. Say, I nominate so-and-so that they're a werewolf. I need a second to that nomination or it doesn't happen. If I do get a second, then that person gets a chance to defend themselves. Some other people can jump in, and then we'll vote whether to keep them alive or to kill them. The simple majority will kill them, in which case they're immediately out of the game, and we go to sleep for the next night. If they survive, and a tie keeps them alive, if they survive, then we can have up to 3 votes. If 3 votes happen without anyone dying, then we just go to the next night, and if there is a Sasquatch, that Sasquatch becomes a werewolf. All right. Go for it.
All right, I'm going to champion Jason here. The Sasquatch needs to come out right now so that we know we have one villager, and they'll be safe for the whole game until Jason kills them in the last round and wins.
Yeah, and if you watch the last one, that's what happened.
Yeah.
The final 3.
I think it was 2 times ago.
No, 2 times ago we killed the. We didn't
that
kill someone. We had to
problem.
kill the Sasquatch. But the last game, the Sasquatch was there to the very end.
Now, I will point out this is a much simpler game. We don't have a drunk. We don't have the Dream Wolf. So there's not as much confusion. So
Exactly.
you're probably going to be safe this time?
Probably.
We also don't have Frankenstein to take over if we accidentally kill Seer.
That is true.
That could hurt.
Yeah, so I'm all for the Sasquatch coming out. I mean, so the downside of revealing roles is it makes it easier for the werewolves to kill the Seer, which is their number 1 goal. So every time somebody comes out, it's essentially like one of us is gone. So.
Right, but nobody has an interest in killing the Sasquatch, so it's a good reason for the Sasquatch to come out.
Well, what I'm saying is that it's easier for the werewolves then to kill
I think you're right.
the person.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they shouldn't come out. I mean, it's good for us too. I don't certainly know. But it doesn't look like the Sasquatch is coming out, so there's that.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they should come out if they do.
Maybe it was Jason.
Maybe.
Oh,
Someone's mic is making a lot of noise.
I think we should move on because if the person doesn't want to come out, we shouldn't force them to. And it may also be Jason, as is pointed out. So
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is Jason will make them come out next round anyway, so.
Yeah. So now we need to vote somebody out.
If we don't vote someone out and Jason is a Sasquatch, does he still turn? Because he's not here.
If that was the case, yes.
Okay.
The person gone is only out of the village for purposes of they cannot converse and they cannot be killed. But everything else they do will happen.
Yeah, it would be dangerous to assume though that.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I would vote for it to happen, but I understand if people are hesitant to. That's fine.
What are you saying, that we don't kill somebody?
No, I would vote for someone to come out as a Sasquatch, but if but if they don't feel like it, I understand. But I think it's a safe move, in my opinion. But I get it.
I was wondering if maybe the one of the werewolves might try to pose as the Sasquatch, but I guess I will come out now and say that I am the Sasquatch.
Okay.
Suspicious you say that.
Just wondering.
Okay.
Anyone want to
anybody else want to say they're the Sasquatch?
Get an argument going.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, we know a Sasquatch, maybe.
I think it would be very dangerous for a werewolf to claim Sasquatch, honestly, because like they're putting themselves on a pedestal, and if you get caught in a lot, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's easier if more people died first, so you can at least obfuscate. But I was wondering, someone did or didn't.
The only thing, earlier, if you're a werewolf, you could claim the Seer to try to out the Seer, but outing the Sasquatch and sacrificing yourself isn't a good call. So I think I feel like we can trust the cycle.
Yeah.
So Dom, you're usually pretty vocal. What do you think so far?
No, I just want to survive this game. If you don't trust me, then hang me.
No, it's not that I don't trust you. I just want to hear what you have to think.
The last two games when I talk and then I just die like a couple of days after, and I don't get to play the game. So maybe this game I just want to play for fun. I try and survive.
Were you a villager or a werewolf?
He's probably the tanner.
I am the villager, but if you don't trust me, then hang me.
Straight and to the point.
Tanner talk.
It would be interesting if somebody claims Tanner just to try to survive a few rounds.
Yeah, that is interesting. If you claim Tanner now, no one want to kill you.
Especially now with the new rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we got about a minute left, or I'm going to need a nomination.
Yeah, nominate someone. I don't want to be a werewolf.
Hey, the werewolf's got a good track record. Maybe you want to be a werewolf.
Point.
That's true.
I'm just going to randomly nominate people if no one else does, so we get at least the day keeps going. So I'm going to nominate Charles because he's the first on my board. He's literally the first person. So.
All righty. Matthew has nominated Charles. Tyler has seconded
I'm
it.
definitely not a werewolf.
Do you have any suspicions of anyone?
No, I mean, first day, how can you really have suspicions at this point? But yeah, I'm a villager through and through. Definitely don't kill me. Don't want to die. But I don't really have a good argument against it either. So.
All righty. Well, if no one else has anything to say, it's time to vote for Charles. So everyone put your thumbs like this. I'll say on the count of 3, you'll put him up if you want him to live, down if you would like to see him die. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, hold your vote so we can see. Charles, it's okay if you vote for yourself to live. All right, so Aaron, Joseph, we're the only 2 people to vote down. You're still alive, Charles.
Awesome. You made a good decision.
We'll see.
I'll nominate Joseph just because we haven't heard from him much.
All right, Tyrus is nominating Joseph. Is there a second?
Second.
Larry seconds it. All right, Joseph, time to defend yourself.
Well, I'm obviously a villager. You know, the fence down at the sheep pasture, that was me building that last week. And I wouldn't do that if I was a werewolf, obviously. So,
that was much appreciated. Thank you for that fence.
Is that why the gate's broken on that fence so anyone can go in and out?
I was just suspicious that you voted down.
I voted down because we have to randomly kill someone and we don't really have any information now anyway. So someone has to die. Could be me, could be anyone, but yeah.
Can I ask a question? Was the gate like an IKEA flat pack?
All righty. It's time to vote for Joseph. Thumbs ready. This is the second vote of the day. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Aaron, Jigsaw, Damien, Courtney, Eric, Tyrus, and Larry, and Nom vote down. Hang on, that's more than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a straight up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a straight up tie. You're still
Joseph
alive.
gets to vote too, doesn't he?
That's true.
Yeah, Joseph can vote.
Okay, so now there no longer is a tie, and yes, you're still alive,
Tanner,
Joseph.
that would have been a great play. You confirmed no Tanner there, Joseph.
Well, here's the problem and why I voted down, because pretty much the next person who gets nominated is going to be killed. Otherwise, we're unleashing the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
So if I get picked or whoever gets picked, then pretty much.
If nobody's nominated though this time, then there's the Sasquatch. Then we know that the Sasquatch we can kill next day.
We don't
Awesome.
We don't know
We don't know who it is.
Well,
You have to kill somebody now.
Yeah.
If we believe the Sasquatch.
We can kill the
I'm a little-
Sasquatch.
I'm a little suspicious of Jigsaw because he hesitated on the vote.
Okay, let's nominate him there.
Yeah, I voted down for this reason that was said earlier. Someone's got to die. What was that?
Connection's not great.
Was that a nomination or was that just?
That was just me
figure?
pointing it out and seeing if anyone else
Yeah.
noticed it and wanted to comment on it. It could just be your first game, could be technological problems too, right? So I didn't want to.
Didn't hesitate on the first one. I don't know if that matters, but he's right next to me, and we pretty much put our thumbs up for Charles. Was that who we nominated first?
Charles is first, yeah.
So.
Do remember that everyone's in a different spot on every screen.
Yeah, I'm just saying I saw him because he is right next to me, so I was looking at his too. So.
Maybe I will nominate. I mean, this is completely random. You could follow me. I nominate Damien.
Why Damien?
I don't even see Damien.
I think he's a werewolf. I don't know why. But...
All right, Nam has nominated.
I don't know what.
Well, Nam has nominated Damien. Is there a second for that?
Someone just second. We have to kill someone. So.
A second.
Yeah, sure.
All right, yeah, who seconds that? All right, Damien, you're on the chopping block here. What's your defense?
Oh, day one, and I'm already on the chopping block. Well, I don't have any information at this stage. I'm just a villager, so I get the feeling I'm probably going. We should have probably let the Sasquatch nominate on the basis of if they're a villager, they're going to guess someone, but I'll just have to see what happens.
Oh, yeah, I was wrong. He's definitely villager. I only think we have nominated a werewolf, like who we just Joseph, but we missed a chance to kill him. So
Wait, Nam, are you retracting your nomination?
no, but yeah, I already nominated him. So
okay, so wait, I'm confused. Are you
sorry,
nominating him or
Damien.
not?
Can you retract once it's been seconded?
Is able to retract?
Hey, we can do whatever I say.
You're gonna let us?
Sounds
yeah,
good.
then
Tom's
retract
cool with it.
Okay, well, no, if Nam wants to retract, now someone else could just re-nominate him. But if Nam doesn't want his name associated with it, that's fine. All right, so then we'll take that back.
I like it.
Thank you,
You talked yourself out of it, Damien.
Phew.
Good work, Damien.
Wow, that's a first.
So
History.
letting the one known villager nominate.
Eric, why don't you?
Yeah, I think the Sasquatch should decide.
I say we kill the Sasquatch.
What? No. Okay, so I heard that the Sasquatch is definitely a good villager.
Still gonna be random.
Yeah,
It
you
makes
don't wanna-
sense for them to pick.
Right.
Oh, sorry, disciple. I forget.
Agree.
Completely random, but at least
doesn't make sense to kill the Sasquatch.
Okay, so I'm gonna nominate Larry because there's no way. There's no way. Why should we kill the Sasquatch now?
So we don't go every day saying we have to kill someone to
All right.
not have a Sasquatch.
Well, hang on a second.
Larry.
Joseph nominated Larry. Who's seconding that?
I second it. That's the Sasquatch.
The disciple seconded it. Larry, what's your defense?
I'm a villager. I just said it's so we don't go the whole game going, we have to kill someone even though we don't know anything. But that's it. It's their vote. It's been fun.
Anyone else want to say anything? All right, voting for Larry. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All righty. Well, Larry voted up, Simon voted up, and Jigsaw voted up. All right, Larry, I apologize. You are dead. What are you?
Villager.
All righty. Good night, everybody. Welcome back to the village. Jason. All right, if everybody would close their eyes. Well, that was a sad day. Some of you liked Larry. But what do you do? He was probably in league with that Vasel guy. So you're not feeling too bad about it. You do tend to rationalize a lot of your bad decisions. That's why this village hasn't been growing. Anyhow, we'll start with the Bodyguard here. Bodyguard, who would you like to protect tonight? All right, thank you. All right, then werewolf or werewolves? If you could let me know who you would like to see. Thank you. Alrighty, Seer. Who would you like to know about now? All right, thank you. And Old Hag. Who would you like to send out of the village? Has to be someone different. Thank you. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So I got bad news and unusual news. So the bad news is you checked the mailbox and nobody was sent out of the village. How weird. The unusual news is that Eric, I'm so sorry, you're dead. Eric, what were you?
Y'all getting poisoned.
Yep. Eric was the tanner. All right, so don't anyone say anything yet. Let me quickly do some random number generation. And one person's dying right now.
A werewolf, though, right?
Yes, one of the werewolves is going to die, and that werewolf is Damien. Damien, I'm sorry, but you died horribly of poison.
Wow. Oh, no.
You had him.
All right, so Damien and Eric, thank you.
Well played, Damien.
Wow.
Had him that first round, too.
Well played.
Congratulations to Eric.
Yes,
Alrighty.
congratulations to Eric.
Yeah.
And by the way, Eric, in your death, I know you're dead, but I just want to say thank you for pulling up my mantle of that the Sasquatch needs to come out, and I would have killed Larry too in turn.
All right, stop talking to dead people. Let's stay alive.
I'm talking to the alive people and just letting the dead people hear me. But I would have killed Larry too because he was calling for the Sasquatch to be killed. And if I'm correct, Disciple, you did come out as a Sasquatch, right?
You are correct.
Yes.
Good. I 100% trust you. I'm just letting you know
Great.
now.
I've heard that's bad. I've heard that's bad. That's not good.
You're the Sasquatch. You're good. You're on our team.
Who second?
All right, I have not declared a victory for the villagers, so that means there's at least one more werewolf.
Who's seconded Damien's nomination?
Was he the second person or the third?
That was
Tom
a Yahoo.
was the first person.
That was
to
a
nominate him.
Yahoo. That was a Yahoo was the second one to seconded Nom.
Okay.
I didn't nominate anyone.
No.
You seconded Damien before Nom retracted.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to know.
Oh, that's good. Too.
I just feel like I trust Nom and Yahoo more so than anyone else.
I'll probably get killed soon, but I don't care.
Yeah,
the werewolf can kill me.
I'm just saying. I feel like neither of your
werewolves are going to nominate each
unlikely.
other.
So I have a question. So could Nom nominating and then retracting, could that be like, is that suspicious? Could that be like a...
That would be impressive next level play. I mean, that would be
He really
impressive.
wants to stay alive. I mean,
Maybe if there
But
was
he didn't know that
precedent,
was even an option.
Tom
right?
would pull back.
I mean,
I don't think that's
you.
suspicious. I
You
think
always
that
have
would
the
be
option to hang me if you don't trust me. So
I've seen people do it in Mafia. Take out their own people.
Yeah, but
I mean, later, yeah.
Not first round, yeah.
He's very eager for that. Why is that?
Who's asking who a question here?
Yeah.
I was Jake. I was asking Nam. That's the second time he's asked the villagers to hang him during the daytime. Could that be to throw us off his own trail?
yeah, it could be definitely. You could hang me if you don't trust me.
Shadow Tanner?
No, I could tell you the way Nam plays, what he's saying is I'm a regular villager, so I'm not the seer or any special role. So if you kill me, it's better to kill me than someone else. That's how Nam plays. I played with him enough. I think he's throwing people off. I could be wrong, and he could have faked everyone out, but I don't think he knew that you could retract the nomination in the first place. So I honestly think he's saying I'm a plain role and don't have a role. So it's better to kill me than we accidentally kill a seer or someone with a role, is what I honestly think.
Peter, what do you think?
I'm honestly still thinking about Disciple not being the Sasquatch, because that seems like, I don't know, that seems a bit
He
weird.
has to be the Sasquatch.
Yeah,
If he's
the
Doesn't
only
have
person
to
who
be.
wouldn't be would be
He could've been
Jason
the
if he was
Sasquatch
the
at this
Sasquatch
point.
while I was gone. And him
Yeah,
coming
who's
back
gonna
and
play
saying
the
that I'm the
Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
Peter, are
I'm
you
not
saying that you're the
claiming it.
Sasquatch?
Why
I'm
not?
not claiming Sasquatch. I'm not claiming Sasquatch. I wasn't the Sasquatch in hiding off on the island. Disciple is Sasquatch.
Nobody
It
else
doesn't make
is
sense for Jason to
come out.
hide being Sasquatch.
Wait, what?
It doesn't make any sense. If you were the Sasquatch, why wouldn't you say it?
Oh, I would have, if I was Sasquatch, as soon as we got back here, I would have said, I'm the Sasquatch,
Yeah,
Disciple lied.
exactly.
I 100% would have done that if I was a Sasquatch.
Right.
All right.
That would have been a good move if you were a werewolf.
What?
Yeah, that's
That would have been good drama.
good drama, but not good strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then you would have killed one of us, and now you're not going to kill either of us. So why, if I was a werewolf, I wouldn't have said I'm a Sasquatch, because it just puts a target on you.
Yeah.
Because then we're fighting, and you're going to kill one of us, and you're going to kill the other one of us, and then one of us would have been a werewolf. No. I want to actually win as a villager for once. So I'm trying to think of, like, you know, I mean, we don't have much to go off of. I have a few things that I noticed. I don't know if they're obvious things or not obvious, but when I was off the island on Charles's vote, the only two people who voted down was Joseph and Aaron P. And then Nam did say he felt shady about Joseph. I noticed when Tom was saying a werewolf was going to be killed that Aaron P started smiling like a lot, like, oh shoot, I might be the one of people getting killed. I don't know if that means anything or not. I'm just going off gut of what I was noticing during all of this when the poison Tanner happened. So I'm still on Joseph and Aaron P for that reason. That's it.
I agree 100% with Jason on that. That kind of struck me as a little odd myself.
So if I'm a villager, I'm going to be happy that the Tanner died because one of the werewolves is going to die.
Well, in this lull, I would say very soon I'm going to need a nomination.
I feel like Joseph defended himself pretty well when he was in the box, so I feel like I'm less inclined towards him.
I believe Joseph is good, personally.
Yeah.
Well, who hasn't spoken that we want to hear from then?
Simon?
Yeah, the only thing I would have said is about Aaron, because he, on the first two votes, he was the only one who voted down both times, but then he's been pretty convincing with what he's just said, I think. So
I voted down the first 3 times because in my first time I didn't, and people suspected me. And then also because someone's got to go and we've got no information, we didn't want to not vote. It didn't make any difference if I voted yes or no because it was only going to be the third one that counted. So I just went no for everything.
I want to ask Courtney, are you a villager?
I am. I'm just a regular villager. I only asked about Nom just because I'm trying to think outside the box, like this being my first werewolf game. I'm not sure what the strategies are, so just wanted to bring it up in case that was something other people were thinking about. But yeah, don't kill me, I'm a villager.
I noted that I think that Nam is good because he did nominate a werewolf, and never have we nominated a werewolf and then pulled back a nomination. And it's pretty obvious that the third nomination is getting voted out. So I'm in Nam camp. And don't vote me out because of that.
Well, folks, I'm going to need a nomination here.
Nam, why did you try to pull back that nomination? What changed your mind about that?
I mean, Damien pulled a good play and I got full, so.
I
kind of feel bad because at first I thought he's actually a villager. So I'm saying like he's definitely a villager and we're like killing him. But well, I got play.
What did he do that made you want to nominate him, and what did he do to make you not want to nominate him?
Oh, it's just my observation, and it's pretty accurate most of the time. So
can you tell us the specific observation so we understand? Because if not, it feels like we have to vote you if no one else. That's why
he seemed nervous. He smiled, and I just like observed like different people for 5 seconds, and then I narrowed down to my suspect. And I think good kill today could be Peter. Yeah.
Thinking the same thing, actually.
Well, I'm gonna need a nomination, folks.
Why are you guys thinking Peter? Let me hear some reasoning.
Nope, I need a nomination, or we're going to sleep.
I know Peter.
I'll second.
All right, nominates Peter, and who seconded that? Matthew did. All right, Peter. Yeah. What's your defense?
I honestly don't have much to say. I'm just a regular villager, and I have no idea what's going on. It's the first time I'm playing with you guys, so I really don't know how you play, and just trying to get a feel for things. I don't know what to say.
All right, anyone else have anything to say?
It's nothing personal.
I know.
That's trademark, that phrase. All right,
you're not the designer on the second edition.
Thumbs for Peter. Ready? Thumbs up is live, thumbs down is die. Watch everyone's thumbs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, Charles, Aaron, Joseph, Yahoo, Nam, and Tyrus voted down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not enough. You're still alive, Peter. Do I have another nomination?
Okay, I have a question. Matthew.
Yes.
you just nominated him as a second, and then you voted up. I'm confused on that.
Yeah,
I
me too. I
wanted
was
to-
about to say as that.
I wanted to keep the day going, and I like to have more votes in a day because the more votes there are, the more information that's out there. If we think Peter's bad, we can go back to him on the third vote.
Well, technically, you're allowed to nominate the same person twice in a row. It just
Yeah.
can't be the same person who nominates.
I like to see as many votes as possible as a villager because that's the only way I get information.
Speaking of which, I would like another nomination.
We could go for Courtney.
Who?
No, I feel like Courtney's probably a good player at this point. From her day one stuff, just the way she was talking, I feel like she's trying to be helpful.
Yeah, I'm just a regular villager. I have no info. I was just thinking that Jake has been very quiet. I don't know if we want to hear from him.
I would say that's more from nerves. First time playing, so I am a regular villager. I don't have any special powers. I'm just trying a new game. Hopefully, it play around, stay around a little longer.
Jake, just so everyone knows, Jake is one of the few people who's voted to save every single person and hasn't voted to kill anyone. So Jake is probably less werewolfy than most people. Because at some point by now, a werewolf would have voted down at least once. Or at least that's my gut suspicion.
Well, I need a nomination, please.
I'll nominate Aaron.
Matthew's nominating Aaron. Is there a second? Who seconded that? Tyrus? Was that you?
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, what's your defense?
I'm assuming that's because I've voted no for everything. That's just because I never know whether to vote no or up. I'm not sure if I can even abstain when I vote. And in terms of the smile, it was purely one of the werewolves is going to die.
All right, time to vote for Aaron. Thumbs ready. Ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, so Matthew, Joseph, Jake, Nam, Jason, Tyrus voted down, but that is not enough. Aaron's still alive. I need either a third nomination or a nomination to go to sleep without nominating anyone.
I said let Disciple be the one because he's a Sasquatch. Disciple, you should pick this one.
Yeah. Can you talk before Aaron?
All right. Well, I don't know if it's because of connection issues, which it might be, but I noticed some hesitation when Jigsaw votes that there's, just waiting a second and then going up or down. And that's all I can guess on because that's all the information that I can kind of figure out at this point. So I nominate Jigsaw.
All right, Disciple nominates Jigsaw. Is there a second?
You want to defend?
Did you second that or did you say something else?
My internet cut out.
No, I was seconding.
Oh, Joseph's seconding it. All right, Jigsaw, what's your defense?
So I don't know if y'all can hear me. My internet connection's been kind of hit or miss right now. I got booted a minute. Walked right in as Aaron was getting voted on. I'm just a regular villager. I don't have any information for you guys, unfortunately. But other than that, I just don't have any information.
Your audio's fine. Your video's just a little laggy, just so you know.
All righty, well, we're voting on Jigsaw here. Thumbs ready?
This is the third vote, right?
This is the third vote.
Yeah.
Watch the thumbs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, Simon voted to keep you alive. Everyone, and Jigsaw voted to keep himself alive. Everyone else voted to kill you. Jigsaw, are you a werewolf?
I am a werewolf.
Yes, he is. Alrighty, good night, everybody. Now, with another werewolf being killed, that's it, right? That's 2 werewolves. I mean, that should be good. But yet, the night seems to continue. Well, I guess the bodyguard still has a job. That's good. And the economy in this village. So we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to defend tonight? It cannot be the same person you defended last night. All right. Thank you. All right. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? All right. And Seer, who would you like to know about? All right, thank you. And Old Hag, who would you like to send out of the village? Thank you. All right, good morning, everybody. Now, just if you're playing this for the first time, just so you know, if a special villager is dead at night, I will continue to call them even if they're dead to preserve the illusion. That being said, we got some interesting things going on here. First of all, Matthew, you got a letter. Your second cousin's nephew's uncle is actually pursuing a violent life of crime, and you need to go do some straight talk since you spent some time in jail. All right, so you're going to be gone today. Secondly, you heard a lot of yelling and howling and screaming last night, but nobody died.
Oh,
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Who just said oh? Who just said oh when that happened? Who just said oh?
I said nice. I don't know what the.
No, someone before that said oh, like surprised. Who was that?
Mm.
I don't think
I'm
they're
just
going to admit
asking-
to it now.
Of course they're not going to admit to it now, and I wish I was paying attention enough to see it when it happened. But someone said oh, and was surprised. Does
I have
anyone
a
want to actually admit to it? It was a guy's voice, so it's not Courtney.
Well, that narrows it down.
you narrowed it down.
I didn't hear it, but I was on mute.
I didn't
Yeah, but
hear
I
anything.
honestly think it was just disciples like, oh, nice.
I didn't hear
That was just
anything.
it.
But Peter's eyebrows went like super up, so he would seem surprised
No, I was
that
happy.
no one died.
Yeah, we could hang Peter today.
I mean, I was
Sure.
surprised as well because like the amount of people we are. So this must be sort of random because there's no way the bodyguard could have that much information.
Bodyguard's good.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? The bodyguard must have done his or her job, right?
Yep.
That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way somebody got saved.
And we got a good bodyguard.
Nom.
What?
You had a suspicion for somebody. Who was that? You called it out last round.
Peter?
Yeah, it was me.
Simon, why do you vote up for Jigsaw yesterday?
That's what I was going to ask.
I've been voting up every single time, and I kind of realised it was a bad. Everyone voted down. I thought, oh, that's probably the wrong thing. But I just, I was thinking, it didn't matter if we kind of think Disciples the Sasquatch. It didn't matter if we killed anyone last day because then we just kill Disciple today. I realised I put a huge target on my head. That was really stupid of me, but oops.
Yeah, everyone want to kill me.
Yeah, it basically says kill me, and I thought, oops, but I am a villager. And yeah, I've been voting up every single time.
I'm going to say something here, Simon. Simon, I think you're good. I think you did it because it's the same thing that we've had this debate, which is what Eric was bringing up at the beginning. Is the reason the Sasquatch comes out is because Sasquatch is now acting like a villager. And the werewolves aren't going to kill the Sasquatch because they're hoping that one day we screw up and vote wrong. So you voted that way accidentally because you didn't realize, because you're like, well, we could always kill the Sasquatch next turn. But the whole point of the Sasquatch coming out is that we don't have to worry about ever killing Disciple because Disciple is now on our team and will never turn because we're going to kill someone else. And we hope to get one of these remaining werewolves, however many there are, whether it's one or two. We've killed two so far. My gut says there was probably four to start.
think
there might have
so.
been 3, but my gut says 4, so there's probably 2 more. But Disciple's not a werewolf, so Disciple is on our team. So I think you made a legitimate mistake because you also voted up for Larry, who wasn't a werewolf on the 3rd vote of the last one. You were the only one who voted up besides the person who got killed and both of the 3rd votes. So I think you just didn't understand. I don't
I've
think
now
you're
learned my
aware.
lesson, and on the 3rd vote, you vote down, no matter what. I've learned
Who
my
voted
lesson.
up? Who voted up for Jigsaw? Because
It
Jigsaw
was
was a
only
werewolf.
Simon.
Only
It was only
Simon.
Simon. That's
Yeah,
what
it
we're
was
talking
just
about.
Simon.
But he did the same thing with Larry too. So I don't think he's a
Okay.
werewolf. I think he just made a legitimate mistake, which is what he was saying.
Yeah.
Or at least that's my gut. I'm still on the same people I was on before, which is Aaron and Joseph. They're the 2 I'm on the most. And I guess Peter would be the 3rd most because he seems suspicious based on what everyone's been saying about
Why
him.
Joseph though?
Because Joseph was one of the 2 people who voted down Charles on the very first vote. The other was Aaron.
Oh.
I think
And-
Jake is my suspicion. Jake and Peter currently.
That's the 2nd time you want to cook me up for a vote, but you don't.
I don't want to lynch off a villager, so I'm hesitant about it. But
That's good.
It's extremely unlikely that won't happen at this point. To get
That's
a
true
village
also.
werewolf 3 times in a row.
No,
Yeah, more than likely we're gonna get a villager, but we gotta talk reasoning here to try to figure out a werewolf.
So I'm definitely suspicious of Peter.
What was the suspicion of Jake? Just curious.
He just hasn't talked a lot, but I know it's his first time like mine. So it could just be nerves, and some people like to play quieter and just listen, which is what I thought I would do. But I've been talking more than I expected, so yeah.
But now you actually like throw me under the bus. So.
I think Peter looks a bit nervous, but that could be, of course, as you're saying, just playing like this.
It might be the fact that it's 5 a.m.
Well,
same here.
You're spot on for me. I'm just
Jason, when is it time to ask the Seer to come out?
Oh, not yet. Not even close to yet at this game. We don't have a backup Frankenstein. No way should the Seer come out. Unless the Seer has seen at least one werewolf that they could say, this person's a werewolf, there's no reason for them to come out.
Yeah,
But the fact that you asked that
werewolf.
question makes me suspicious of you now. I'm sorry, but now I'm suspicious of you, Steve, because...
That's right. It's just, is this the 2nd or the 3rd? How many times would the Seer have seen somebody at this point?
Total.
Okay.
The Seer would have looked at 2 people total so far.
3?
No, 3 people, because they looked they looked on the first one, then they looked in the middle one, then they looked on this last one. So they would have seen 3.
Right.
That's not enough. That's not enough
Okay.
with the amount of people left. The fact that you asked that feels like games made sense because there was a Frankenstein backup to the Seer, so we get information and then get more. But in this game, it makes no sense for the Seer to come out.
I'm with Jason there. Like the Seer is our strongest card we have really to play, so we shouldn't give that up.
Well, the problem is that the Seer has died with the information many times. And I'm not saying...
Right, that's the problem.
They need to get at least one wolf out of the people who are left before they could come out.
Well, if they got one wolf, we pretty much won, I'm pretty sure. We've already got 2.
Either
Or
one group
or
or
they get at
3.
least 4. The Seer would need to
3.
see at least 4 regular villagers to make up for one wolf.
You can have
I think 3.
I would.
I think 3 is okay.
The worrying thing
3
though is
no's?
I don't think so. Now so many people are left.
No, not with the amount of people. It's got to be 4 no's. 4 no's would be safe for the Seer to say these 4 are safe. Plus, we have Disciple safe. That's 5 people that are safe. Any less than that, the Seer shouldn't come out.
And if this Seer comes out after 4 no's, the Bodyguard can save them the next round, and then they can potentially get a 5th no or a wolf.
Correct.
If they didn't save them previously.
Correct. And
Yeah,
now
assuming
I'm
the
now-
Bodyguard didn't save him.
saved somebody last night, and it could have been.
Nom,
the
I'm now a little suspicious of you as well because you're also asking for the Seer to come out way early.
Me?
Yes, I'm suspicious of you now because you've asked for the Seer to come out too early.
No, I didn't ask anyone to come out. I said 3 no is okay. I disagree with your opinion of 4 no, which I think is too much.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
came
mean
out
werewolf?
on round 3 last time, and everybody was very adamant that I should come out. I do realize we don't have a backup this time, but you know.
But when you came out, you had found werewolves too. You didn't come out on 3
Well,
no.
nobody knew that I'd found werewolves.
I mean,
everybody was like,
3
"You have
no,
to come out. You have to come out."
3 no, and then confirm
As soon as-
yourself.
As soon as
That's
you
for
pointed to
confirmed
Joe-
villager.
So Yahoo, in the last game, as soon as you pointed to Jojo, so obviously we all knew. Like I was a werewolf in that game, and I knew you, and we tried to kill you in that turn, and the bodyguard protected you.
Fair.
Just so you know. So we
I am
knew.
aware that I should have given the information then. Well, I
Yes.
didn't intend to be as obvious as I was.
So the point is, if the Seer has seen a werewolf that hasn't been killed yet, which isn't Damien or the other guy, or Jigsaw was killed, that's the only way the Seer should come out now, or else the Seer shouldn't come out. Like,
Yeah, I'm not advocating for the Seer to come out. I'm just saying that sometimes we're a little bit arbitrary. We must come out on turn 3. We must not come out on turn 3, and it seems a little bit arbitrary.
it depends on the information.
Well, I'm just saying that
Yeah, even more if the series
Yeah,
already dead. So
and I only
Now,
asked the
that being
question.
said,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't
I need
want
a nomination
round,
soon,
so
please.
we should come out later, I think.
One thing that's good is there's no drunk, so like all of the seer, what the seer sees is true.
That is
so it's
correct.
not going to be some wild twist like the last one.
Yes, exactly.
Some names have come out, so I think we should just nominate somebody on that list. My
I
most
mean-
suspicion. Yes.
Oh no, keep going.
Well, the person I'm most suspicious of is Peter, so I'm going to nominate him.
All right. Yahoo nominates
I'm
Peter.
done second.
Nam seconds it. Peter, what's your defense?
I'm still not that much more spoiler about the group, and my eyebrow raising was really just me showing happiness that finally Werewolf is going to die. So I don't know.
To be fair, he is closest to the screen, so you're going to see the eyebrows really good.
Yeah, I have to be close to the screen because otherwise the cam doesn't record me. So
Peter, let me ask you a question here. You just said your eyebrows raised because you were happy a werewolf was going to die, but Courtney said just a few seconds ago that you raised your eyebrows when we found out that no one was being killed by the bodyguard. So you just changed why you said your eyebrows raised. Now I feel like you are bad, whether you're not or anything, and we kill a villager.
but the only thing that's bad about me is my memory, apparently.
In his defense, I kind of forgot too why when he raised his eyebrows. So I'm curious why else were we suspicious of Peter? I know I said I'm just saying what I see in case it's helpful to someone else. But what were the other reasons? Just
Well,
before
one
we do this,
hasn't been mentioned yet is he's in a very dark room, and his screen just flickered. Do you see how
it flickers like 100 times per second? So
I just find that his defense didn't follow what Courtney said about him completely at this point. Like whether or not he's a werewolf, he just gave two conflicting stories and used a different excuse than what Courtney said, which
that's actually true.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, well, it's time to vote for Peter. So get your thumbs ready. This is the first vote of the night. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have Charles, Aaron, Joseph, Simon, Yahoo, Jake, Nam, Jason, and Tyrus voting down. I'm sorry, Peter, you are dead. Are you a werewolf?
I am very furry. Yeah, I am.
Yep, that's another werewolf. But it's time for night. So everyone, good night, everybody, and welcome back to the village, whoever we sent away. Oh, Matthew. Well, you think that would be it, right? But lo and behold, Tom Vasel is not beholden by the number 3. So there's at least one werewolf or werewolves left. But before we do that, let's go to our very successful bodyguard, if they're still alive. Who would you like to defend this time? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer. If you're still alive, who would you like to know about? And Old Hag. Who would you like to send out of the village? Got it. All right, good morning, everybody. All right, so I got good news and bad news. The good news, at least for Courtney. Courtney, it's wonderful. You found out that your sister, who you didn't know you had because she was adopted as a young child and stolen by wolves, is getting married. So you need to go to that wedding. We'll see you tomorrow. So you are safe and out today. Bad news, Nam, you're dead. You were ripped to shreds by the werewolf. I'm sorry, but we'll see you later.
I am a villager.
And yes, Nam was a villager, sorry. Alrighty.
Okay.
I have some information that I'd like to give out.
Okay.
I'm the Seer.
I think you were good, but thank you. Tell us now.
So this is the information that I have. I think a Yahoo is good, but I haven't checked him. The people that I checked that are good are Jason, Joseph, and Aaron, and Steve is a werewolf.
Steve, who was the one who wanted to call the Seer out last turn. Okay, so we have to
Steve
kill
voted
Steve.
up. Steve voted up for the last one too.
I thought Steve was the old
Steve
hag.
also voted up
All my
for
money
the
was on
last
Steve being the old hag.
I was
Hold on,
on Steve
I'm
as
not the old
Seer.
hag. I'm just a villager.
No,
You're
you're
a
okay.
werewolf, Steve. He's the Seer. You're a werewolf. You don't have to pretend anymore. We know you're a
So,
werewolf.
if for
The
some
question
reason,
is he the last one and we're going to win. Thank you,
Yeah,
Tyler, by the way.
yeah, good work, Tyrus.
I mean,
If
Tyler,
there's-
that was
if-
awesome. I knew you were good because you were acting really good, but thank you.
If there is a fifth werewolf, though, can the
Joseph is
bodyguard
safe.
make
Jason, hang on,
decisions?
some other people talk.
Exactly.
If he is, if Ty, like, if there's another guy or that doesn't work out, can the bodyguard make sure to save Tyrus next round? Hopefully.
Exactly.
It's
Oh, I did
obvious
say
they're
the
going
last
to
one.
save him. It's obvious they're going to save him. You didn't even have to ask that, Matt.
Well, because the people don't. There's some new people here who might not understand the bodyguard role. I just want to make sure it's reiterated. Before
They could have tried to save me last night too, though. We don't know that, but I wouldn't come out as the bodyguard just in case.
No, don't come out as the bodyguard.
Okay, so Joseph's safe, Aaron's safe, and I'm safe. And Disciple is safe because he's the Sasquatch. So we have 4 safe people. And
And you
obviously Tyrus is safe as well because he's the Seer. So that's 5 safe people out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm going to go ahead and come out.
Left. What?
I'm going to go ahead and come out. I'm the old hag. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just send people out randomly. But I'm safe too.
I believe that. I 100% believe that.
Is anyone
the
else
hunter
claiming
could come
Old
out
Hag?
too.
Is anyone else claiming Old Hag right now?
Oh yeah, the hunter could come out too.
Wait, what?
The
Why
hunter.
would the hunter come out?
No, the hunter shouldn't come out. The
It's
hunter
just
should
another
not.
person to prove.
No, we don't care about the hunter. Is anyone else claiming Old Hag? This is great. Thank you, Yahoo. Is anyone else claiming Old Hag? The worst is that next turn, Courtney's going to turn around and say I'm the Old Hag, in which case Yahoo's the
I don't
wolf.
think it is. I suspected it was someone who played before. That's why I was thinking it was Steve because they sent Jason and they sent me away.
Steve's a werewolf. But the
You
hunter-
suspected me as the old
I
hag?
suspected him, but Yahoo makes sense as well for why I was thinking Steve.
We're voting Steve. The Seer's already said Steve's a werewolf.
Oh, no,
Steve
I-
has to kill this turn.
Who are the other villagers that the Seer found?
Aaron, Joseph, and Jason.
Aaron, Joseph, and Jason.
It really sounds
And
like a
so
curse
we
or
have-
something.
According to this,
Aaron,
the
Joseph,
safe
and
people
Jason.
are- according to the safe people, and I'm going to read the list of safe people so we can know who is still suspicious at this point. Safe people are me, Joseph, Aaron, Disciple, because he's a Sasquatch and he's not going to turn as long as we kill someone. Tyrus, because he's the Seer, and Yahoo, because he's the Old Hag and he's still claiming Old Hag and no one else has claimed it. If somehow Courtney comes back next turn and claims the Old Hag, or if somehow Courtney dies, then we have to be suspicious of Yahoo, but if not, we can't be suspicious of Yahoo anymore either. So those are safe. So here are the not safe people at this point. The not safe people are Charles, Simon, Jake T, Matthew, and Courtney. There's 5 not safe people because we're killing Steve this turn. So as long as we keep killing one of the 5 not safe people,
Don't
we
kill
win.
me.
Oh, Steve, we're killing you. You're
First of all, we don't even know that the people who are claiming the different roles haven't been killed already. So Like, how do we know Ayahu is the old hag?
As I said, Ayahu's the next suspicious beyond that. Everyone else is super. Everyone else is 100% safe. Ayahu would be the least suspicious of everyone else, which is
The
fine.
old hag is definitely still alive because they sent Courtney away. So
Yeah, they did send Courtney away, so someone has to be the old hag.
Has it ever happened?
And
Okay.
it'd be pretty
I
risky for a
wanna-
werewolf to claim.
Can I
role.
say something?
Oh,
can't
really?
listen to anything
That's
Steve
been yet.
says anymore. We can't listen to anything Steve says anymore because he's a werewolf. He's just trying to confuse us now. That's the plain and simple of it, guys. He's trying to confuse us now.
I'm not confusing anyone.
Yeah, but I'm the moderator. Everyone gets a voice to talk here.
Oh, he could talk. We're just not
Thank
going to
you.
listen at this point.
Is anyone making a nomination?
Claimed to be Seer and wasn't. That
Yes.
shouldn't.
That has happened too.
but we'll just kill Tyrus the next day if he's lying.
Oh yeah, if we kill Steve and he's a villager, we kill Tyrus right after that. That's 100%.
Yeah, that's it.
And then
Totally fine with me.
unfortunately, me, you, and Aaron then would be the other people who would have to be quote unquote. Some of us would be the werewolves, and we'd be the suspicious ones instead of the other guys. So if somehow Steve is not a werewolf, then Tyrus gets killed next, and then three of us get killed. Me, you, and Aaron. That's the simple of it.
So is there any reason for us to do anything other than nominate Steve at this point?
don't
No,
think so.
because we don't need to hear from anyone. We can just make it quick to get to the next round.
All right, then I
I'll
nominate
nominate Steve.
I'll second.
Second it.
In
Either way.
stereo.
All right, hang on. We got to do this in order. Steve, what's your defense?
I'm a villager. There's lots of villagers, so I guess vote how you will.
All right, we're voting for
Werewolves
Steve.
like this and we win. It's super early.
Yeah, very short game.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, Steve, that was a unanimous. Are you a werewolf?
Yes, I am. What did the werewolf eat after he had his teeth cleaned?
I don't know. What did he eat, Steve?
The dentist.
The dentist.
Yeah.
I am a werewolf.
And yes, the fastest game we played of werewolf so far. That is it.
Yeah.
You got all four that quickly?
It
On
was.
day 4.
That
Day
was
4.
that was very impressive. Part of it, I have no idea why people centered on the eyebrow thing so much, Peter, but
That's all we could see of him.
I'm sorry, Peter. I feel
That's all
bad.
right.
What do you
I
mean?
kept
You won.
suspecting people and then thinking, like, Nom, I suspected. And then right before you died, I was like, oh no, I don't suspect him anymore. Them
That's all
anymore.
right. I'm
They
never a
tried to
werewolf
kill him the
anyway, so
round
it's just
before
fun.
too.
Yeah,
Got
Peter, it's
lucky
funny.
with the tanner too.
When I was
Courtney,
I was away on vacation, I was like, "No, Peter, he just has an expressive face. That's all it is. He's good."
No, Courtney,
I was
you
totally
were
wrong.
perfect. You noticed that he made his eyebrows when we said no one was killed, and that was perfect. And then of course he changed his story about the eyebrows, which just made it clear he was not good. You did exactly the perfect play in the game, Courtney. You
all right. So
helped us
just to
so
clarify,
immensely.
who everyone was, Eric was the tanner, Charles was the bodyguard, and protected once. Damien, Peter, Stephen, and Jigsaw were the werewolves. Joseph was the hunter. Disciple was the Sasquatch, like he said. Yahoo was the old hag, and Tyrus was indeed the seer. Definitely a werewolf-heavy village. We've been tilting that way since the villagers a villager-heavy village. The villagers kept losing, so I feel like we may have pushed a little too far in that direction, but also just some bad luck on the werewolves.
There's always next time.
That poison tanner changed it completely.
Yeah,
Poison
that was
Tanner
huge.
changed the game, yeah.
Poison Tanner was
The
brutal.
poison Tanner is what did it too.
Well, without a lichen, without the Frankenstein, I'm not sure what other roles we might have been missing too.
I feel like the drunk was
Green Wolf.
The drunk, there was no drunk. That makes things a lot more uncertain.
Sure, but I was
Exactly.
I was trying to get a lot of people here. We have a lot of people first time, so I want everyone to get their feet wet. We'll make it a little more complex next time.
It was fun.
I feel bad for the Sunday game. Good luck, guys.
Oh, I didn't say the Sunday game was going to be new and refreshing.
Tomorrow I'm a villager.
On Sunday we're gonna have some weird, twisted, crazy games.
100%.
Just remember, tomorrow, kill Jason.
I was going to play villager in this game, like I said. and
Yes, but I was werewolf this game, so kill you.
Wait, by the way, who Charles, who did you actually protect the night that someone was going to be killed? Just curious.
It was Nom.
Yeah.
They tried to
Yeah.
kill him twice in a row, and I protected him
did.
the first time.
because Nom's super smart.
And who did you protect the last night?
I actually Jason.
Yeah.
The last one.
So I was gonna go after Jason, but I figured there was a good chance he was going to be protected.
Yeah.
So that's why I went back to Nam, knowing that he had been protected the night before. So
I wondered, Steve, if you were going to go after Jason, because that would have been 2 failures in a row if that had happened.
Well, I would have, but I knew that was likely. He was likely the one that the bodyguard saved. But had we made it through one more day, oh, Jason, it would have been all over.
I just want to give props to Tyrus.
That's why I'm glad Tyrus
really
was a good seer and found a werewolf in there.
Tyrus is great.
Well, you know what it was, Steve? Remember when I said you called out for the seer too early? I'm like, you called out for the seer too early, and you never do that.
Very early.
I didn't even call out for. No, he had seen three days of 3 nights of people, and every game we've asked for it. Now this game was a little different, right? Because we didn't have the backup, but we haven't had a backup. I think that wasn't last game the only game that we had that. Maybe one other game. So I don't know. Obviously, it was. I think Nam thought it was a reasonable time to ask for the seer to come out, and I think we've done it before. 3 nights of information is pretty good.
With no drunk as well, so you knew it was genuine, whatever the seer saw.
It's just
the only drunk I think here were my eyebrows.
Werewolves from bed, like, you're ready.
We're going to play next time. Peter's going to come. His eyebrows are going to be shaved off. And
he's going to wear
but I guess we're going to drama school.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, we finished at a good time. I appreciate everybody playing. I hope you have a fantastic evening or morning for some of you. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for hosting.
Thanks.
We'll see everyone. We'll see
Good to meet
everyone.
y'all.
Fast game for sure. Well, not super fast game, but compared to most of my werewolf games, that was fast. Of course, everyone in these games learns what I call the meta. If you watch these or you play in them, you'll know how different people react. So we'll have to see how these folks do on future game playthroughs. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Werewolf. If you ever want to play it along with us, I can't guarantee that you'll get a spot because there's only so many spots open, but you can join our Facebook group, Dice Tower Werewolf. Search for it. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel. Have fun gaming.